Now, if you're eating these just because you think they're healthy, I can already tell what's wrong with your digestion. Let us begin. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Acupuncture is My Life. I'm Dr. Lott, a board-certified New York State licensed doctor of acupuncture. And in this episode, I want to discuss foods that many of you think are healthy to eat, but the minute you walk into my clinic, I know what's going on with your digestion and what types of foods may have impaired your digestion. You remember the old cliche, you are what you eat? Well, guess what? So are the animals, plants, in terms of vegetables, and even different types of fruits. It's the same thing. What are they being fed? Let's say you're eating vegetation that's sprayed with chemicals to keep the bugs off, or they're modified to not have seeds to make it easier for you to eat. But you'll pop this apple or these oranges or what have you in your mouth thinking, all right, it's much easier to eat. I don't have to worry about extracting the seeds. You are what you eat. So those fruits are being fed something or being altered in a way. The health value has greatly deteriorated. And it'll show signs to an acupuncturist that whatever you're ingesting is causing more harm than good to your body. Even when it comes to meats, some individuals will feel they'll purchase eggs. What are those hens fed? There are certain types of seafood such as lobster or shrimp or tilapia. A lot of tilapia is farm fed. What are they being fed? You have to think about that for a second. I don't even want to delve into deep fried foods or processed foods like boxed cereal. Individuals will eat boxed cereal and they'll say 8 essential vitamins and so forth. Really? Take one aspect of that boxed cereal, put on a table and crunch it up. And you tell me if those vitamins are real vitamins that are giving you the nutrition that you need. I'll get individuals that come into my clinic and they'll complain, oh, my limbs feel heavy and tired, and I'm suffering from abdominal and epigastric distension after I eat, doc. I feel bloated. Or I suffer from acid reflux. To an acupuncturist, that's a sign of spleen qi deficiency. Now, acupuncture was first discovered and recorded thousands of years ago. And acupuncturists during that time knew nothing of the pancreas, but they knew of the spleen. So they labeled the functions of the pancreas to be that of the spleen. So whenever you hear me speak of spleen pathologies, it can relate to pathologies of the pancreas. So just be mindful of that in future videos. But the symptoms that I just said, like your forelimbs feeling heavy and tired, abdominal and epigastric distension, meaning feeling bloated, or bouts of acid reflux, that falls under spleen qi deficiency. I'll get patients that'll complain, maybe frequent belching and rumbling of the stomach. Now that's a sign of the qi of your stomach is deficient. And in both cases, qi being synonymous with energy. When these things happen, there's certain types of foods that you've eaten that are causing that. And you may feel that they're healthy for you, but they're actually not. It can have a lot to do with the source, or it can just be the fact that you're consuming too much in the way of processed foods or sugary foods, alcohol, or what have you. And this is where I brought up wine. Now, wine, for the most part, is a no-no. When I attempt to explain this to some of my patients, they're ready to fight. I can't make you stop drinking, but it's best that you do it in moderation and lessen the amount in which you consume over time to the point where you could just sit down and just not have a glass of wine. Now, I'll get patients that may present also with signs of food stagnation in their stomach. I want you guys to make note of this. If you eat 3 meals a day, which after a certain age you shouldn't be, but if you're eating 3 meals a day and you're not moving your bowels 3 times a day, you're constipated. Now, at what level is a whole other discussion for another video, but you should definitely be moving your bowels every day. Some individuals will move their bowels twice or 3 times a week and think that that's normal. They'll think that that's the body telling them that when it's ready to go. See an acupuncturist. Make acupuncture a part of your life if you're not moving your bowels every day. And this will come from certain types of foods that you're eating. Some individuals will say, Doc, I eat lettuce. I eat a lot of lettuce. I eat a lot of tomatoes or different types of vegetables. I've had patients that I've recommended that the lettuce that they eat, go home and light fire to. In some cases, some have, and the lettuce melted. In some cases, nothing happened. The lettuce stayed the same texture, color of green as it did when they purchased it. And I would ask them, do you think that's real lettuce? You are what you eat. And your body's going to show an acupuncturist the stomach chi to be deficient or there's food stagnation. And also, there are lots of foods that you may eat that can cause this damp type of heat in both your stomach and spleen that usually comes from an overindulgence in greasy, fried foods, sweet foods, as well as alcohol. When you're consuming those types of foods, you'll present with general fatigue or dark yellow urine, and there'll be a lot of fullness in your chest as well as your abdomen. And then you'll also notice that you're feeling thirsty, but you won't have a desire to drink. And there can be, let's say, I get patients that'll say, Doc, I'm experiencing this bitter taste in my mouth, and it's kind of sticky. What may come to mind to an acupuncturist is, again, an overindulgence in greasy, fried foods, or sweet foods, or even alcohol. And then with this dampness, you'll feel this heavy sensation in your body as well. An acupuncturist will pick up right away. That can be a sign of damp heat in both the stomach and spleen. So I want you to keep in mind, you may think you're eating healthy, but you're not. And your acupuncturist will pick that up right away. But if you have questions or concerns about the foods that you may be eating, just comment in the comment section and I'll respond to let you know whether you may be on the right track or the wrong track. And if you know someone that may benefit from this video, share it with them because you may be helping that person in the long run. Other than that, make acupuncture a part of your life because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?